In this video, we shall have a basic introduction to matrices, but before we begin, let's ask ourselves, what is a matrix? A matrix can simply be defined as a table or an array of numbers arranged in rows and columns. Now, first of all, let's talk about what we call the order of a matrix. Let's say we have matrix C containing the numbers 3, -1, 4, and 7. What is the order of this matrix? First of all, let's count the number of rows and columns. The rows are horizontal and then the columns are vertical. Therefore, for the rows we shall have 1, 2, and then for the columns we shall also have 1, 2. So in this case we have 2 rows and 2 columns. And the order of a matrix is written starting with rows and then followed by columns. Therefore, in this case we have a 2 by 2 matrix. Now you try out this. Let's say we have a matrix X containing the numbers 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, and -4. What is the order of this matrix? Once again, we shall start by counting the number of rows and the number of columns. For the rows, we have 1, 2. And then for the columns, we have 1, 2, 3. Therefore, this is a 2 by 3 matrix. You first write the number of rows and then followed by the number of columns. Now let's see how we can identify an element within a matrix. Let's say you have been told to identify element X, 2, 1. In this case, 2 represents the row and then 1 represents the column. Element 6 is located in the second row, first column. Therefore, element X21 will be equal to 6. Now you try out this. Identify element X13. Element 2 is located in the first row, third column. Therefore, element X13 will be equal to 2. Now what about element X22? In this case, we need to find which element is located in second row, second column. That element will be 3, because 3 is located in the second row and also located in the second column. Therefore, element X22 will be equal to 3. Let's try out another example. Let's say we have A, and this is containing the numbers -5, -2, 8, 3, 4, 1, -9, 6, 5, 7, -1, 2. Identify elements A, 3, 1, element A, 2, 2, element A, 4, 3, and then element A, 1, 1. Once again, we shall start by counting the number of rows and the number of columns. For the rows, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the columns, we have 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, matrix A is a 4 by 3 matrix. Now let's identify element A31. From our matrix, which element is located in the third row, first column? That element will be -9. Therefore, element A31 is equal to -9. Now what about element A22? Element A22 will be 4, because 4 is located in the second row, second column. Therefore, this will be equal to 4. Now what about element F43? From our matrix, 2 is located in the fourth row, third column. Therefore, element F43 will be equal to 2. Now what about element A11? We need to find which element is located in the first row, first column. That element is -5. Therefore, element A11 will be equal to -5. Now you try out the following examples and see whether you have understood the concept. For each example, find the order of the matrix and also identify whether the matrix represents a square matrix. For the first example, let's say we have matrix K and this contains the elements 4, -1, -3, 2, 5 and 8. And then matrix L containing the elements 2, 5, 7 and 3. And matrix M containing the element 5. Then matrix N containing the elements -3, 1 and 9. And lastly, matrix P containing the elements 6, 3, -8, 9, 4, 2, 1, 5 and 0. Now let's start with matrix K. The number of rows are 1, 2, 3, and then the number of columns are 1, 2. Therefore, matrix K is a 3 by 2 matrix. Now what about matrix L? The number of rows are 1, 2, and then the number of columns are 1, 2. So matrix L has 2 rows and 2 columns. Whenever a matrix has equal number of rows and columns, it's a square matrix. Therefore, matrix L is a square matrix, and its order will be 2 by 2. Now what about matrix M? Matrix M has 1 row and 1 column. Therefore, the order of matrix M is 1 by 1. Now let's go on matrix N. The number of rows are 1, and then the columns we have 1, 2, 3. Therefore, matrix N is a 1 by 3 matrix. And lastly, let's look at matrix P. The number of rows are 1, 2, 3, and then the number of columns are 1, 2, 3. So since matrix P has equal number of rows and columns, it's a square matrix, and its order will be 3 by 3. Now let's see how we can add matrices. Let's say we have matrix C containing the elements 4, -2, 6 and 3, and then matrix D containing the elements -3, 5, 7 and 4. What would be C plus D? First of all, the rule of adding and subtracting matrices is that both matrices should have the same order. In our case, matrix C has 2 rows and 2 columns. And also matrix D has 2 rows and 2 columns. Therefore, matrix C is a 2 by 2 matrix, and also matrix D is a 2 by 2 matrix. This means that we can add matrix C and D. And in order to do that, we just have to add the corresponding elements. Therefore, C plus D will be equal to, first of all, we shall add 4 and -3. So we shall have 4 plus -3. And then we shall have -2 plus 5. And then 6 plus 7. And lastly, 3 plus 4. This will be equal to 4 plus -3 will be 1. -2 plus 5 will be +3. 6 plus 7 will give us 13. And then 3 plus 4 will give us 7. Now what if you were told to find 2C plus D? First of all, we need to find 2C. To find 2C, we need to multiply all the elements in matrix C by 2. Therefore, we shall have 2 times 4, and then 2 times negative 2, and then 2 times 6, and lastly 2 times 3. Therefore 2c will be equal to 2 times 4 will give us 8, 2 times negative 2 will be negative 4, 2 times 6 will give us 12, and then 2 times 3 will be 6. And then after that we shall add this with matrix D. Therefore 2c plus D will be equal to 8 plus negative 3, negative 4 plus 5, 12 plus 7, and then 6 plus 4. This will be equal to 8 plus negative 3 will give us 5, negative 4 plus 5 will give us 1, 12 plus 7 will give us 19, and then 6 plus 4 will give us 10. So that's how you can add two matrices. Now what if you were told to subtract matrices? Let's say you were to find C minus D. Once again we shall solve this by subtracting the corresponding elements. Therefore C minus D will be equal to, first we shall have 4 minus negative 3, and then negative 2 minus 5, and then 6 minus 7, and lastly 3 minus 4. Therefore C minus D will be equal to 4 minus negative 3 will give us positive 7, negative 2 minus 5 will give us negative 7, 6 minus 7 will give us negative 1, and then 3 minus 4 will give us negative 1. So that's how you can subtract two matrices. That's all for today. If you have found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.